everybody. Welcome to the Business Growth Group. And this is a journey. So today on the journey, we have Ms. Shantine Alex and Ms. Ranisha Philo from Ronnie Philo Communications. And also Ronnie has another business called Cupmodity. So we're going to get a chance to talk to these dynamic ladies today, hear about their story, hear about their journey, and let's figure out what they're up to. So let's go ahead and first of all, let's have them introduce themselves. So first of all, let's go to Ranisha Philo, and Ronnie, why don't you introduce yourself, and then we'll follow by Shantine Alex.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ranisha Philo, and I am the owner of Ranisha Philo Communications and Hot Commodity. I am a sign language interpreter. I am an artist, and both of my businesses reflect those skills that I have. And I love it. I enjoy it a lot. I have fun with both aspects of the business. Both of them are totally different businesses, but I enjoy them equally.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much. Let's go to Shantine Alex.
Hello, everyone. My name is Shantine Alex. I am the CEO of Lexi Gifts. And what I do with that is I take small creations and make them into beautiful, elaborate gifts to give to friends, family, loved ones. And it is and was a hobby that I began to transition more to a business outside of my normal full-time business. But this is what I enjoy doing.
Okay, well, that's good. I think it's, for both of you ladies, I think it's critically important that you do something that you enjoy, that you can put your heart into. And it's been great just watching you grow and watching things happen for you. So congratulations on your success. So first of all, I'm going to go to you. Okay, since I have you right in front of me. So where are you headed with? Well, first of all, before you even get there, tell us a little bit about your business and why you started Lexi Gift.
Well, I started Lexi Gift because I have two kids, and I was a stay-at-home mom for quite some time, and I did all of the Martha Craft Stewart creations, from home decorations, birthday parties. I did it, and I enjoyed it, and I loved it, and it was fantastically beautiful. So when I started working in the business, I started to notice that in my professional business, people would ask me, oh, can you create something? Can you put a basket together? And when they would give me the money, I would say, is this all you're working with? And they would say, yes. And I would go out and make something extraordinary. And it was such a hit with so many people that the requests continued to come more and more. So now I'm in a point of word of mouth. And I love that. And another reason why I started doing this is because my daughter is so artistic. I want her to already have something, a foundation where she can step into and venture off into a business. And because we both share the same name, she can fall under that umbrella, under that, how would you say, branding umbrella of Lexi Gifts. With her artistic gifts, it can also be another gift of whatever gift she decides to be, whether it be artistry, books, whatever she chooses. Both my kids can come under that brand umbrella with our name associated with it.
No, that's good. Your daughter is really talented too, another artiste. So that's very good. Okay, let's go to you, Ronnie. Tell us a little bit about Ranisha Philo Communications and Hot Cupmodity, and then and what made you, give us a little background why you started.
Well, Ranisha Philo Communications is kind of a mixture of two things that I do. I am a sign language interpreter, so I go to different places and translate for deaf and hard of hearing individuals. Okay. From there, I also contract myself and other independent contractors to interpret at different events, businesses, wherever there is a need for an interpreter to be, I provide that. But because I have the skill of sign language too, I often do a lot of the assignments as well. In addition to Ranisha Philo Communications, there's public speaking that I do that I haven't done much, but I'm getting into that. And that stems from working in the deaf community and being exposed to so many different things and people experiencing all types of adversity. It just inspired me with my story and the struggles that I've been through and the things that I have overcome. I believe that we are all the same and we all experience the same things on some level. So the speaking part comes from my background and just a mixture of going and seeing different people's situations and experiences. I really feel that my personal experience in creating the business that goes along with it. Hot Commodity started out as a hobby, same as Shantine was saying. It started out as a hobby. I've always been very artistic. Growing up, I've always painted, I've always drawn things. When I was a young girl, I wanted to be a designer. I wanted to be a buyer. I wanted to travel around the world and set up stores. That's what I wanted to do. So I've always done something artsy. But embellishing, everyone loves bling. Everyone loves something personalized now. Everybody wants something for themselves. So that's where the cups come in. The designing and all that goes, but it just happens to be on a cup. And it didn't happen by accident. I made the cups years ago and I stopped making them because Ranisha Philo Communications takes up a lot of time. Ranisha Philo Communications, the speaking and the interpreting is very time consuming. So it tends to take precedence over anything that does happen in my life. So I stopped doing the cups a couple of years ago. And people were really disappointed that I stopped doing them, but due to COVID, Ranisha Philo Communications slowed down. I wasn't doing as much as I was doing. It landed me in the house. But because Ranisha Philo Communications is very diverse, I was able to work from home. So I was working from home, interpreting via computer, still doing almost not 100% of the interpreting that I was doing when the world was open, but 50% of my interpreting was done from home in front of my computer. So it still allowed me to have an income that way. But with that extra time, not traveling, I was at home. So it allowed me to be able to to create Hot Commodity and put it out there the way that I wanted it to. I put my cups on Facebook. I am on social media a lot. I know a lot of people on social media. So I just posted a cup and people loved them. And then it just took off like that. It just took off. And Hot Commodity is a hot commodity. It is.
That's good. That's good.
Mhm. Mhm.
So let's come back to Shantine. Where are you headed with your business, Shantine?
Where I'm headed is I'm looking forward to gaining corporate accounts. For me, right now, I want to be more well known by word of mouth as I continue to gain my business and corporate accounts. I
Okay.
think that's where I'm headed.
Okay. So the corporate accounts seem like the big dollars for you, huh?
I would say may not necessarily be big dollars, but it would be continuous, dependable work,
Yes.
assignments, jobs that I would get, contracts that I would get.
Okay.
Because a lot of contracts are budget wise. So that's not my focal point. My focal point is getting my name out there, getting my brand out there, getting my logo out there, just so you can say, who did that? Who did that? I want one.
Yeah, I like that. That's really good. So let's go to Ronnie. Ronnie, where are you headed with both of your businesses? And you and I have talked about this for a while, and I know a little bit, but let's share a little bit with others.
Well, thank you, Rob, for all of your direction and help and, pep talks. It's heading in a great direction. My goal now is balance and management. Hot Commodity is a hot commodity. People want those cups. I turn orders down. I have given people money back, but they still want their product. people are calling to give. So I'm headed more towards online sales. I really want to control my sales by making pre-made cups instead of making custom cups. I like custom cups, and you can really put your own twist on it, and you get information from different people. But custom cups do take a bit of time. But my goal is to make pre-made cups, make things that I like, and to sell them, and just make more general cups. That's where I'm headed with Hot Commodity, so that it can be more managed and not so time consuming. With Ranisha Philo Communications, I'm looking to go out and travel and start to speak. I am already, I interpret every single day from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So as I said, the interpreting part of Ranisha Philo Communications is a moneymaker. It has been a moneymaker since I started it. Ranisha Philo Communications was To You I Sign, because it was solely interpreting in sign language. But now that I'm adding more to it, adding myself, putting myself out there. That's why I decided to change it to Ranisha Philo Communications. In addition to being the CEO and experiencing tax issues and all those type of things, I try to make things funny, because it's not funny when it's happening when the IRS is on you. But I decided to name it Ranisha Philo Communications, because that's who the IRS is coming to get when they want their money. My name, Ranisha Philo, Ranisha Nicole Philo. That's who they come to get. So I don't want to make up no flowery name. Ranisha Philo. That's who they want when it's time to get somebody. So that's why it's called Ranisha Philo. So I'm just looking to expand my brand and take everyone on this journey of a CEO that I am on. I've been a CEO for 14 years, but 14 years later, it's really starting to pop off. So I want to talk about the struggle and the consistency and the resilience that you have to have as being a CEO, because it doesn't come overnight, and everybody wants to put CEO on the end of their name, but it's a lot that goes into being a CEO.
Yeah, we're gonna come back and give me a soundbite on that, because the struggle is real. And
the struggle is real.
Yeah, and for those who are out there, they're gonna see this. As you want to get in the water yourself, you got to understand, you got to get to the other side, and it's not always going to be pretty. But you got to keep swimming, and a lot of times you're not going to know how to swim. So guess what? You're going to work to survive.
Yes.
Then you'll stay alive and move forward. So I'm going to come back to you on that at the end. We'll give you a chance to really share in some of the struggle and the success. So let's go to Shantine real quick. Shantine, what do you think you'll arrive?
When will I arrive?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I don't know what arrive means to you, but
Mm-hmm.
for me, my name is getting out there. As long as I'm getting orders, I feel like a small piece of me has arrived.
Okay.
As far as being, when you say arrive, well-known nationally, public sales, I can't answer that with a date.
Okay.
I tell you that I'm working on it every day.
Yeah, you are. I see you. Definitely. Let's go back to Ronnie. Ronnie, what do you think about, your next step? I mean, arrival. I know that, man, we've talked, and I'm watching you climb. So what is the next point of arrival? We'll put it that way. Both of you guys.
Because I feel like I have arrived, because it has been, for this stage where I'm at today,
yes.
I have arrived. And I want to give myself the props that I deserve, because it has not been easy. It has been a rough, very, very rough 3 years. And I have weathered that. I don't know what's to come, but I've weathered that. So for this part of my life, I feel that I have arrived, and I'm happy about it. And I'm standing in it. I'm walking in it. I'm appreciative of it. I'm grateful for it. And I'm just ready to stand at attention and get it. Okay. Like we said, no coins left on the table. I'm here for it. All of it. All of them. So for this part, of my life, meaning having those orders for hot commodity, because at the end, hot commodity has been consistently going, getting orders and successful in my eyes for 1 year. That's why I love Facebook, because it shows, I post on Facebook and it shows me my first post. It shows me the growth of the business, and where it was then last year and where it is now, it has grown exponentially. So I feel like for that part, what I envisioned, I have arrived.
Okay, I love it. I love it. So next thing we're going to talk about, post this, we'll be talking about the next levels, right?
Yes.
Yes. Good. Let's go back to Alex. Shantine.
Yes.
So you have gone through, both of you guys have gone through a path of just dealing with this, building a business and trying to get comfortable with rejection and how do I do this? How do I do that? How do I start? How do I get market penetration and things? Why don't you give us a quick soundbite about some of the challenges as an entrepreneur? And I know I'm throwing you guys a curveball, but I know you got it. You just share a little something that you felt that was a challenge for you.
I think one of the things that continues to be a challenge for me is having a career, and also that you're responsible, because this is your livelihood, having a career full time, and then trying to also start a business at the same time. You have other obligations as far as family and friends and finances. You balancing. I think the balancing act for me, because when I get off work, even though I'm in the pandemic, I'm exhausted. I may not want to sit down at a computer and be on a computer, because I just been on a computer for 8.5 hours. Right. So finding the time to dedicate to the business is my struggle, because I'm tired. Now I need to go spend some time with my daughter. Now I have to help her with her homework. I'm tired. Now I'm mentally and emotionally drained. But guess what? I just got an order. So I got to dig. I got to find that strength somewhere. That's the challenge for me, is trying to be organized in every aspect of my life so that I'm healthy, right. Spiritual, mental, physical, all of those play a part, because where I fall on one or two, it's going to affect either my professional career or my upcoming business. So I think balance.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Thank you for sharing that. Let's go to Ronnie. Give us a soundbite about some of the challenges, Ronnie, that you had to overcome.
The same challenges that Shantine is talking about is, running both businesses together. And I feel, I'm committed to both of them, because both of them are mine. And if I do, because I don't work a 9 to 5, the 9 to 5 is me.
Right.
So I have to show up for both of those. And that's where the struggle comes in. But the struggle comes in, like Shantine was saying, you got to dig deep, because my 14-year-old son and my 9-year-old daughter don't care. They do. They kind of do. Well, they care because they know that's where the money comes from. And they care because they know if I get that money, then we're going to do some stuff. So they care in that aspect. And I understand that. But they don't care that I am a boss. I'm just their mama. And they want to be under me. They want to. So for me, it's the planning of trying to make to connect the two in the plan, meaning when this one is done, then this is when this one begins. But life doesn't go that way. So that is a struggle. Thank God I've been finding the strength to dig deep to continue the momentum of the business. I did go online and talk to my customers and tell them that, you know what, my schedule has changed, but it doesn't mean that I'm no longer making cups. I just won't be making as many. Continue to place your orders and I'll give you the timelines that I have, but just letting you guys know that I'm paying attention to something else too while I'm doing this.
No, that's good.
Mhm.
I think that's very responsible too, right? Because one of the things that we all in business, I watch people struggle with setting expectations. The most
Mhm.
time for me, if someone sets expectations that says, hey, Rob, we're going to do this, and it probably won't happen today. It'll happen, within X amount of days. Okay, great. Now you reset the expectation, and that kind of calms the water. So I think that's really good. So let's
Right.
yeah. So let's go on to the next question.
Mhm.
As you're in this place, uh, I'll start with you this time, Ranisha. What support do you feel that you still need? I mean, you've been doing a lot of different things, and trust me, you and I have talked, and I know. But what for the next level? And I know you're balancing a lot. What type of support do you need? And I know one time we talked about, some additional support, maybe on the Cubs, and maybe this, and maybe that. But what are you thinking now? Because you're killing it with the contracts, right?
Yes, I am. Um, um, I'm sorry. What was your question again? I got happy for a minute. What'd you say?
I love it. No, the question is with all the new success and the contracts and everything else, what type of support do you think you're going to need in the future?
You know, in the past, I have had an assistant, but it
Mhm.
never worked out well. And I think it's because I have been a boss for so long and I don't look as old as I am.
Mhm.
So hiring people has always been a struggle for me. It's always been a challenge with struggling people. But I know in the future I am going to have to hire an assistant, meaning someone that will assist the whole life. And I would like, I think about it. I'm so particular about the cups. I don't know if I can have somebody come and help me with those cups. I don't know. They would quit because be like, no, why you got your finger on there like that? So I probably would be too micromanaging to have someone come with the cups. But I think that's where the pre-planning and the pre-made ready to sell cups will come in. So in the future, I do see it expanding. Like you said, that's my thing. I love that part of business,
Right.
contracts and people reaching out to me and me being able to provide the service. For me, it's really, well, it is. Everything is about money.
Mhm.
Everything. That's
Right.
what I know. That's what I believe. But I also like providing the service that gives me the money. So
Right.
that is what I'm just looking to expand and add more things. And I need an assistant. I really do. I would love to have an assistant. That's what I'm looking for, but that's just not today.
Okay. All right. I, I respect that. I respect that. All right. Let's go to Shantine. Shantine, what support do you think you still need from where you've started and where you are now? I've watched the growth, but what support do you think you still need right now?
Hmm. Support I think I need. Number one, I would go back to organization. I need help when I need assistance when I have large orders.
Mhm.
Um, what support do I need? I need someone to motivate me when I don't feel like doing any work, when I don't feel like digging down deep. I need that accountability partner.
Mhm.
I think that's what I need because the creativity is there, the desire is there. It's just balancing both worlds.
Okay. All right. I like that. I think that's a very honest answer. So
Mhm.
we're going to go to the last. I'm going to ask you ladies to each give me one last sound bite. And this one, I want you to really think about one thing, a message you can leave for those entrepreneurs out there that are just getting started, um, you know, some words of wisdom about the challenge and some of the things that, you know, that would help provide some clarity to an oncoming or a new entrepreneur. I'll give you an example. I've run a business club with a colleague at the community college level, and we have a lot of young, you know, students, early 20s, 19, 20 years old, and they're interested in business and starting businesses and things of that nature. But they don't, you know, there's a lot that they don't really know. And you know how it is. It's one thing to start a business, but it's another thing to grow a business. So
Yes.
that's the challenge right there, right? Because
Mhm.
everybody, you know, I deal with so many people from a coaching standpoint, and folks just think, oh, we're going to put up well, I'm going to build my website and then business is just going to come rolling in. It's like, dude, that's not going to happen. You know, I hate to tell you that, it's going to take work. So give us, let's start with you, Ronnie. Give some words of wisdom for some, you know, some startup entrepreneurs or some that have been in the struggle or whatever. Any words of wisdom?
I say never give up and be confident in you and work on your product so that you know that your product is good.
Right.
Work on your product and never give up. Because if you don't do it, somebody else gonna do it, and you gonna be mad that you did not do it. Because I've seen it. It's something that I said a long time ago. It was supposed to be called Convenient Concierge. It was a service that would be able to provide whatever you wanted. We was gonna bring it to your house. Guess who's doing that today? Everybody but me. If I would have started, if I would have started Convenient Concierge, I did a 1-round run. It was specifically designed for convalescent homes and older people. We were going to go into the convalescent homes and take orders from the old people because a lot of them can't go out. They don't have families to visit them. So we were going to be the people that would bring them whatever they wanted. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, no, I'm not doing that. That's too much. Look, everybody doing it. So I say, whatever your idea is, work on that idea, solidify it, make it good, and stick with it. It's going to mess up. You're going to have problems. There's learning curves, and you're gonna mess up, but do not stop. But just make sure that you have a legitimate product that can stand up to whatever you're saying that it's going to stand up to. Because it's going to be people that's going to come at you and be like, well, what about this, and this? And oh, well, it didn't do that for me, and blah, blah, blah. Stick with it. Be resilient and know that what you have is something that everybody else wants. It doesn't matter if somebody else makes it. It doesn't matter if there's another version of it. Like they say, when you walk down the bread aisle, you see 500 other types of breads. So yes, there's thousands of cup makers, but ain't nobody got a hot commodity. There's a lot of interpreting agencies, but Ronnie Shafilo ain't coming through with it. So I am confident in both my products, and I have been resilient in the process of both of those products. So that's what I say is resilient. And it's like, you know, a fight, you know how they say you get it, you just drill on it and drill on it and drill on it. That's right. What you do. You drill on that idea and that concept and focus on that and go with it. Because there's people out here that's selling some bunk stuff, and they're getting through to people.
They're getting paid.
They're getting paid. Mm-hmm. So find you a product and work it, develop it, improve it, make it better, and sell it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that completely. You know, mm-hmm. one of the challenges too is I run into a lot of people that just aren't hustling hard enough. Yeah. You know, they do one thing and then it's like, nah, you know, it's like, you can't wait. You got to get in and just go. Hey, mm-hmm. I put some on my website. Okay, did you put it on eBay? Did you put it over here? Did you go on Poshmark? You know, did you go to Shopify, right? You have to just do everything. But we see people that, oh, I'm just going to put one pole in, and the law didn't say I can only bring one pole to the lake. You know what I mean? I can put 10 poles out here. I'm going to catch more fish, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still gonna be there looking at the water, waiting for the fish to, to bite. So anyway, so I appreciate that. I think a lot of people can use that. Let's go to Shantine.
Well, I too agree with Rainisha, never give up. I would say continue to perfect whatever you're selling. Always look for new ways to make it better, be innovative. I know for me, every time I create something, I find a new way or a new technique that's better or to add to the repertoire. So I would say continue to perfect your craft, to develop it, just continue to make it better and more, and never give up. And don't be afraid to share and talk to people, because you will be surprised in you saying one small thing and they have the answer and it can just open up your world. So be willing to share and talk and continue to seek the information, because someone may not be doing the exact same thing as you, but they may have a similar idea and a method that can make what you're doing easier and better. So I say continue to seek knowledge on whatever you're doing, whatever product that you're selling. Keep pushing and don't stop. And what else would I say? Just start. Just start
Yeah.
wherever you are. Even if you don't have everything that goes along with it, just start.
And that's a big deal, because again, from coaching, I run into so many people that want everything to be perfect. It's like, no, it's gonna, it's 1.0. Look at the first iPad that came out. It didn't even have a camera on it. You know what I mean? They put it out, people bought it, and then you improve every time, right? We keep adding, we keep making it better. Look at what happened 2 years ago. Probably 2019 was the year of everybody doing a facelift. We had McDonald's, Starbucks, everybody retrofitting, giving a new look, because it's just, guess what? We started, we're making money, but now we need to make it nicer. So just start, man. That I love that. That's that's where we go right there.
Yeah.
So ladies, the journey. I want to thank you for doing the journey. The journey and the struggle has been real, but you guys have shown people that just start, get in the water, and you got to get to the other side. You got to just keep, staying in. And there's gonna be challenges. I like Ronnie said, from the IRS, from this, lines of credit, getting money, getting deals, right? Getting paid from these deals, right? They're all different challenges, but only, you only know those challenges if you're in the game. So I thank you. And
Oh, I wanted to say something.
Go ahead.
That is so true. You do not know the struggle till you in the game. I could go on and on about taxes and how they're very important and how they will come get you. And it's important that you have a plan and that you have an educated tax preparer and someone in your ear like Mr. Mason that can direct you in the right path. Because yes, you can enjoy getting money, you can enjoy and have a great product, and you can have a business, but if you don't have good money management skills, and if you don't have the knowledge how to handle money, you will not have a business, period.
And say, yeah, you are absolutely right. You won't have it. You definitely won't have it. And and there's one thing too, since we're on that, there's some people aren't really built for this, right? And sometimes for some folks it's just easy for you to just take a job and be happy with that. Right? This is not a game.
No, it's not. And that's true, because I worked a job. I was a teacher with a business, because my business took a hiatus just for the lack of my understanding and the lack of my education. I had to put my business on a hold, and so I wasn't doing business. I had to make a decision and get a job. And I was a teacher, a high school teacher for 2 years, making nowhere near the money that I was making as a business owner. And that was because I lacked knowledge in finances. So it was a very dark hole that I had to go down, and that lasted for 3 years.
Okay.
So that might be a different show.
Yeah, this is not going to be the end of it for sure. We'll definitely get back with you guys. We'll give it about a month or two and we'll check back in with you. But man, it's been great. I surely appreciate you guys, you know, sharing your story. This stuff is important and we sure appreciate it. Okay,
Thank
so
you.
Thank
yes.
you. Good to see you, Rainisha. You guys have a wonderful
You
day.
too. You
Take
too.
care.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
All right. Thank you.
BGG leaving. Talk to you later. Peace.